What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Shout out to the joiners, a shout out to the Point of View crew, and a double shout out to everybody who told Jen happy birthday today. That is awesome, man. We both really appreciate it. Trip on this though, I only have 2 bags of the Wired Wolf coffee left. That was tough to get out. Wired Wolf coffee left. I gave a bag to Ben Case. Homeboy shot me this corncob pipe, and another bag went to Long Beach Nick. So 2 bags left remaining. Yeah, that was cool, man. How you guys looked out today for Jen on that community tab. Really cool. You know what it is, though? It is time for viewer's choice. And I can't wait. It's my favorite videos to make, and you guys did not disappoint. I love when I do a community tab, and I say, hey, viewer's choice, what do you guys got? Bro, it's your channel at that point. I'm just releasing the wheel to you. It's up to you to come up with the content. And you never freaking disappoint. Man, trip on this, watch. SRB, he said the ride versus the brand. What's up with them? Why'd they start getting into it? What's up with all the tension? I can say this, when we really start noticing problems with them, is when the dudes from the NLR in the cork and shoe start putting FTB on them. They wanted to go against the brand so much, and I'm not even going to verbalize what FTB stands for. If you know, you know. It stands for F the, obviously, and then brand. That's the context we're talking about, right? FTB. I guess the writers were thinking the big homeboys of brand past their prime, and older now. They feel like they were the active ones, the savages. Their car was the toughest, tired of taking orders, wanted to start calling some shots, start giving orders. They thought they could do a takeover. Did the FTB and just try to buck the system, thought they had the influence. They got shut down. First thing the brand did was shut their books. It's been shut ever since, can't even recruit. So it didn't work out for them too much, but they got the FTB on them, and that's definitely when the split started happening. Maybe a little bit before that. Cool thing about it though, Bakersfield is thick with NLR, not to the writer, especially back in the day. As far as I know, none of the dudes from Bakersfield put that FTB on them. Because we got a big homeboy everybody loves and respects. And they would never go away to the pin, go away to their shoe, come home with that on them, and disrespect a big homeboy. No way. And a lot of them even got in trouble. Somewhat trouble. I'm not saying they got hands put on or anything, but I know that some of their comrades obviously disappointed. Like, we're all going to put this on us, this tattoo, and we got this movement. You can get involved or not. Bakersfield said, Chales. Bro. Union-made Peckerwood also said, are riders woods or skins? Not to the riders or Peckerwoods. In fact, NLR riders and skins have gone to battle quite a bit. They fight more often than not. Yes, NLR are woods. And even as I've said, a bunch of NLR are Hispanics. Hispanic woods. Trip on that. I'm going to tell you about one right now. This Hispanic wood named Evil, who got sliced up. He's from Bakersfield. In D6, the whole Wasco, by Nazi low rider from Bakersfield named Bullet. What happened was Bullet and Evil were cellies. D6 in the hole. Slammed down. Nazi low riders. Bullet already said he wasn't feeling Evil. Like I say, he's a Hispanic dude. NLR, he didn't like him because Evil was talking about the high power shit. He's like, yeah, when I was at the cork and shoe, this and that, I was on the top bunk. And Bullet caught him in a lie because the cork and shoe, they don't have bunk beds. They have just 2 beds in the corner. It's like a concrete pillar. No bunk bed, just 2 lower beds, one in each corner. So Bullet caught him that lie. He didn't call him out and confront him like, dude, you just lied to me. But he registered and like, dude, what else is Full lied about? Already not feeling him. Then they went out to the yard. They take the yard handcuffed, 1 cell at a time. They were taking Bullet and Evil out to yard, and they passed by a big homeboy. I want to say his name's Turtle. I'm pretty sure it's Turtle. A big homeboy in the phone booth. They call it a phone booth. It's a cage. It's a 1-man cage. And he's waiting to go to yard as well. And Bullet and Evil walk by, and the big homeboy says, hey, what's up, fellas? How's it going, fellas? Just showing respect, saying hi. And Evil says, you know what's up. Slip and slide. It's all about the NLR. Lowrider on mine, bang, bang, just got up on him, banged NLR on him. Wow, disrespect him. So by the time they just went out to the yard and got uncuffed, talked to the other fellas, that big homeboy came out of his phone booth, went to the yard, told everybody what had happened. Man, Evil got a green light on right then and there. Of course, there's pieces out there. Bullet had one and just whacked him. He said Evil just fell down. One of those things like, took a fall. He got whacked, could have stayed on his feet. No, he fell. They said, since you're down there, stay down there. So yeah, NLR woods, not skins. Paul G says their status though. What's up in NLR? You know, it's crazy with them, man. They're always, sometimes they're good, not good. But you know what? Even though in the pen, they might be non-active status, they're still just killers, man. Those dudes are off the hook. The dudes from Bakersfield, lowriders, active, man. Even maybe non-active as far as on paper and status, but I'm saying in their heart, bro, killer instinct, full blast. So their status, one thing that remains is the books are closed. Trip on that. Back in the day, the brand that big homeboys told NLR, your books are closed, you cannot recruit. They had not been able to recruit since like the late 90s. No one knew. No one knew coming in. They cannot recruit. Books are closed. And I know about 3 or 4 dudes from Bakersfield there get ready to be lowriders right when that happened. FTB, all that stuff. A bunch of stuff happened in Bakersfield. Some robberies went bad. Some people started telling. It got crazy in the car, man. That's what happened there. Benny Mac. Best key holder and worse. I'll tell you who the best key holder was. When I was at F-Pod. Told you guys, F-Pod, F1 through 6 in the county jail belongs to North Daniels. I went in F2. There were North Daniels in there. Something happened with the North Daniels and the Pisces. They got into a little riot, and the cops took all the North Daniels out. So now it says Blacks, Woods, and Pisces in F2. But the North Daniels, they say that, hey, F1 through 6 is all theirs. They're mad that they don't have any soldiers, any of their people in F2. They want it back. And what they're doing is, how the cops do it, the cops don't feed, I want to say pass or hand out trays. The inmates do. And if you got F1 through 6, I mean, they're going to grab a guy out of F5. They're going to grab a guy out of F1, and maybe a guy out of F6. They're going to be North Daniels. They got them moving from pod to pod, handing out meals. And when they get to F2, what do you think they're going to do? They're pissed off. Now you got 3 active North Daniels inside of F2. There's no North Daniels in there, so you got ran off, and they want it back. What do you think they're doing? They're going to start taking off on people. They're going to act like they're going to hand you their tray. And when you go to grab the tray, they're going to fucking crack you. And of course, the cops will spray and throw them down. But they're doing whatever they can because they're pissed that they're not in that pod. And they want back in there. So Jammer, he had the keys for the woods. What he would do, he would step up, a big ass would too. He'd step up and get his tray first. And kind of just stand there. For all the woods like to walk by. In other words, if you're going to bomb on any one of my people, it's going to be me. Bomb on me. So he would put himself right in the firing range. Of course, I mean, never bombed on Jammer. They wait for him to move, and they'd get someone else, someone towards the back. They'd act like they were leaving. They did kick up dust a couple times. Never did throw down on Jammer. But hey, he did try to prevent it, man. He did. They had to wait till they were leaving. So yeah, Jammer, man, put himself right into the harm's way for the woodpile. The dude the worst key holder ever, this dude from Bakersfield, man. And I ended up seeing him years later after both out of prison on a job site, and I kept mispronouncing his name. And he's getting a little bit butthurt about it. And he's like trying to mispronounce mine on purpose. But it's different if you mispronounce someone's name like purposely, or if you do it just by accident like I did. Like, I don't know. There's a difference. He was trying to. He's like faking the funk. But no, I really can't remember your fucking name. Forgettable. Anyways, this fool, man. We're on A-yard reception. Buildings A1, buildings A2 are mainline. Buildings A3, A4, and A5 are reception. You have a key holder for the woods, for the white boys, was 1 in A3, 1 in A4, and 1 in A5. Well, this dude from Bakersfield in A5, he gets it in his head that he wants to be like the overseer of A3, A4, and A5. It's not good enough in his mind, no, that he has the keys to A5. He actually wants to, like I said, run all 3. So that way, if the key holder in A3 or A4 wants to do something, they got to run it past him first. He's like the overseer of all. So he was shooting kites around, trying to politic. And bro, ain't no one trying to hear that. We're in a reception building, bro. We're all in and out. You're getting ready to leave, dude. You're already like endorsed. Oh my goodness. Do you see that? How come the lights went out, man? Lights went low. We gotta fix this, dude. Yeah, you know what? Back in the day, I probably would have started it all over, man. But no, we don't care if the lights went out for a minute. We're gonna keep on going. So, dude, yeah. That dude made himself look so stupid, bro, by thinking he needed to be the overseer. Is there such a thing? Bro, Armando Montez says bad calls. I can tell you about some bad calls. I think I want to make a whole video be bad calls. Because trip on this, though. He's a lowrider. Real good friends of mine. We're real good friends. He got told by the big homeboy to go to a house. Some dude was in prison. He messed up and it followed him to the streets. They wanted him got on the streets. They tracked him down. They followed him. They knew he was at this house in Bakersfield and he had blonde hair. So the big homie got a hold of this dude from the ride and said, go to this house, get this dude with blonde hair. Smash him. So he gets there and there's 2 dudes with blonde hair. So he calls and he's like, hey, 2 dudes with blonde hair. What do you think he says? Get them both. I don't know. Is that a bad call? Is that a good call? I guess it depends on if you have blonde hair or not. Like, I sure wouldn't want that, like, go someplace, like, smash a dude with the Iron Maiden shirt on. And I was like, huh? What? I got it yesterday. It doesn't even really fit that much. Bro, I wouldn't want to get fucking whacked over my blonde hair. It's just bleached. Bro, so anyways, how about this though? A bad call, sort of the same type of situation, almost got perpetrated onto me. Hope I use that word correctly. Because, bro, I went into Max Mead. And I walk in, I represent Splinter from Rexon. That's what I say when I meet people. I'm Splinter from Rexon. That's my name, that's my neighborhood. There's a Southsider. There's a Southside clique called Rexon Park from Rexon. I know a bunch of them, solid dudes, man. And I meet this one. And I walk in, I say, Splinter from Rexon. He's like, what's your real name? I said, Chris. When I said Chris, he stood up. And when he stood up, all the other Southsiders stood up. I mean, they're the type that Simon says, follow the leader. They ask no questions. When Southsider stands up, starts tripping, they all stand up. No questions asked. The reason why the Southsider, I'll say his name, Kilo. Good dude, a friend of mine. The reason why Kilo stood up was tripping because there was a dude named Chris from Rexon that had messed up. Did something really bad. And they put a green light on him. And like, when you come across a dude, Chris from Rexon, get that ass. So I walk in, hey, what's up? Splinter from Rexon. What's your real name? Chris. He's like, man, this could be, and he's like, mad dogging me. I'm like, what's up? He goes, tripping or what? And he's like, I don't know. I hope I'm tripping. But I mean, this is what I know. So my homeboys told me, and we start talking. And I was like, well, it couldn't have been me because I was locked up at that time. And then plus I know homeboy, and I never went over there, but because I was over here. And, you know, sometimes dropping names sometimes is lame. You walk in, yeah, I know Mike. Yeah, I know the homeboy clown. Yeah, I know Shotgun. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes, hey, when you got a little bind for some co-signers. And so I wasn't able to stick up myself, my mouthpiece. He knew I wasn't the right Chris. But I almost got politicked on. It'd have been a bad call. He just got that ass, it tore into me, jumped me, just because I'm Chris from Rexon. What? So, man, trip on this though, bro. Moving right along. Shotgun Sherman. How did I get my dogs? Lil Amanda, she's right there, I love her. You know how I got my dogs is? We had a dog named Teddy. Rest in peace, Teddy. And we have a dog named Pippi. Well, and my cousin Sue blames me. She said I was so loaded on heroin that day. I was like spilling stuff and like just tripping. She's having like babysit me. And she didn't notice that, what did it say his name? Teddy started having relations with Pippi. And she got pregnant. And then she's such a small dog, short of the ground, didn't even know she was pregnant. Boom, had these puppies. Like, dang. Try to get rid of a couple, did get rid of a couple, but say, look, if you decide you don't want them later, don't throw them out of the street, bring them back. So even though we got rid of some puppies, end up having to take them back. People change their mind. Department said couldn't have them, whatever. My dog, Lillamander, we all kept our puppies in Sue's room. And they started picking on her. I heard her getting picked on, so I took her out and brought her. That's how we became so close. Stuck up for her. Hey, man, no bullying on my watch. Then little boy, he's right here. You know what pisses me off when people do this shit, bro? Since people know that we love animals, I love animals, because Sue loves animals, they'll find a stray and they'll bring it here. Dude, we're not the pound. Like her nephew was driving to work and he found this dog, little boy, granite, cute dog, on stuck the highway. Almost got hit. He pulled over and grabbed it, saved it, and then drives to our house. Here you go. Found this dog, almost got hit. Dude, you don't drive around town picking up strays and bringing them here. Fuck all that, bro. And since then, I've told a couple people no. A neighbor tried to bring a cat like about a month ago. I said, Charlie Holmes, the fizzup? I just look like this. But bro, one day, my cousin was driving, and there was a dude, my cousin was driving past the canal over here, and there was a dude out of pit bull, he had a chain on him, he was kicking him. And she pulled over like, hey, don't be kicking that dog. And he was like, fuck you, bitch. So she comes back, gets me like, hey, this dude is kicking a dog. I pulled over, told him not to, and he told me, fuck you. I said, let's go then. Let's go. And the dude had a stick. He had like a walking stick. So she pulled up all crazy. I jumped out. What's up, motherfucker? You kicking that dog? And he kicked him in front of me. Bam, yeah, fuck you. So I rushed him, took his stick away from him, and boom, start hitting him. Start nailing him. And you know what? His dog started nipping at me. Good for him. And I told him, look at you, sorry bastard. Your dog's trying to stick up for you. And just a couple minutes ago, you were kicking the dog, you sorry cocksucker. I don't like no animal abuse. Fuck that, bro. Handle business. I took a stick. I wanted to put it up his ass. Anyways, that's how I got my dogs. Rob C. Zombie. What's it like when someone escapes? Bro, it sucks ass when someone escapes. When I was at Soledad, we just got in that big lockdown right with North Daniels. I got there in January, did not leave the cell till August, maybe in September. Just sitting in there the whole time on lockdown over right with North Daniels. We finally come off. And how they do it, they let like the 16 older out, the 15 older. That way, like, if the 16 older want to fight, like, handle your business. They're not just going to let everyone out. So 16 older out with North Daniels mixing. Okay, they're getting along. 50 and older, Woods and North Daniels. Okay, seems to be cool. 40, 30. Now find the yard's open. We're programming. Only out there about a week. And this freaking fool from Soledad Central escapes. Escapes, man. Back slammed. And then they come through and just hit every house hardcore. What this fucker did. Remember I told you before how they, I shouldn't call him a fucker. I shouldn't be hating on him. He tried to escape. Good for you, homeboy. I wish you got away. They took the good clothes away. It used to be like Levi's with pockets, belt loops, and belts. With button-up shirts with pockets and collars, like cool clothes, bro, like Bonnaroo. Now they give you pajamas, but there's still a lot of those old clothes. They just quit issuing them. They're still out there from people who have kept them. They didn't turn them in, so you still find those button-up shirts. People like them for visiting and stuff. This dude tried to escape from Soledad Central. He took a button-up shirt and bleached it white, and then he broke out somehow. He broke out of the prison, and then he broke back in, climbed into the hole, O-wing. So their cops look down, they see a dude in the yard at the hole. Soledad. I just broke back into the hole, bro. Okay, we got a cell for you. But then they slammed us and went through every cell and just took all those blue shirts. Any extra laundry. You got an extra blanket? Kick it out here. Too many socks, too many shoes, too many sheets. Take all your shit, strip you down, butt naked, state issue. And it sucks, bro. It sucks. That's what happens when someone tries to escape. Take it out of everybody else by just hitting the house, dog, and fizzucking them off. That's what they do. Even Martian, 3 times I ditched the cops. Okay, well, I just gotta say this, man, that there was a good homegirl in Rexon Acres. Her old man just got the pin. He was beating her up. He was putting tips on her. Doing that speed gets you all tripped out. He's tripping for no reason. Thinking he was tripping for the right reasons. Getting violent, putting hands on her. She's beloved by the homeboys. So about 6 NLR went over there to soft check him. Not put hands on him and be like, dude, what's wrong with you, homeboy? This is the homegirl. So 6 NLR went over there and talked to that dude. Dude, what's up? What's wrong with you? So they're squaring it away. I was going to go over there and talk to one of my homeboys, a skinhead, who hangs out over there, who actually, he's blind, because back in the day, he's getting in a fight in prison, someone threw bleach in his eyes. So his eyes are just all burned out. They even look crazy. He's blind. I think I went over there and burned a joint with him or something. Told him I'd be back. I can't remember, whatever the case was. I'm skateboarding over there. The cops start chasing me, and I run. I run from them. And where that house is at, you go up this street and you can wind it. Kind of like an opposite cul-de-sac. You know how a cul-de-sac is like this? So it's like the street goes all the way around like that. Bam! And so I went and I ran in the backyard and went inside. And then the cops were on that house heavy. Knew I went in there. And they kept cruising with the lights. All these dudes NLR, gang members, all wanted by the cops. There's drugs, guns, everything in the house. They're tripping. Why the cops are there? And I just come walking in the door. What's up, guys? How's everybody? So I ran from the cops. Now the cops are there and they're like, hey, brother, did you bring the cops here? I'm like, no. They're fucking tripping hard on me. They're tripping, period. So much tension. They turn all the lights off. I hear knives click. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna get, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get, God! It was a scary situation. Bro, one time my old lady tells me, we wake up one day, she's like, hey, my cousin is gonna come visit me. I'm like, cool, what's her name? No, his name. You got a male cousin that I don't know about? Yeah, he's coming from the beach. He's gonna come visit me. She puts on her makeup on. She goes, this shirt look good? How about, do you like my hair? Well, what are you gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna go out and hang out with my male cousin from the beach. Dude, like, snarf. No way. I found all kinds of problems. Just red flags. Like this. I just saw a lot of problems with it. I had a lot of questions. I had no answers, and I was just, and it just happened moving very quickly. Well, baby's gonna be here in 15 minutes, and it's like, I found myself out and about. Next thing I know, I'm in a stolen car. And I'm driving around like, dude, what am I gonna do about this? I wanted to drive by our house and try to see if I could peep out this cousin. What's up with this cousin? Next thing I know, I'm getting chased by a cop. There's no way I'm pulling over. I actually have an open container. I have a big old screwdriver that I sharpened down to an ice pick. And there's no way I'm pulling over. I'm wanted by the cops, so I go on a high-speed chase. But I had this little hiding spot for about the last 6 months. It's such a perfect hiding spot because it's under a tree. I knew if a helicopter came, and it was by a fence and a shed. It was real, it was a good spot. And so I hauled ass to that spot, jumped out of the car, and then what I had to do too is I wanted some gates, some fences. You had to jump about 3 or 4 fences. Cops don't like to jump them. They have all that weight on them. Their belt, the vest. So I said, boom, ditch the car. So I jumped some fences, end up in my little spot. Sure enough, helicopters. I hear the dogs, everything. I end up getting away. When I leave, though, I don't want them to recognize my clothes. So I break into a garage, and I get some dirty clothes, some clothes that are dirty. The garage ground on the floor. Some real skin tight, like Easter color with pastel, like pastel green, and like a windbreaker. It was Nike. It was purple and like a forest green. Real like ching, I tried to say train kilo. I couldn't even spit it out. So I said train, 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 train. That's what it did look like though. If you would have saw me, it'd have been like train, 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 train. Bro, this is like, and I went to the homeboy's house and they made me leave and I got away though. Homeboy. One time, I'm at this dude's house. He's balling out of control. My homeboy comes over. He's like, Splinter, let's rob this dude. I said, I'm not going to rob this dude. He's a friend of mine. He got mad that I wouldn't rob him with him. And then he got mad because I said, if you try to rob him, I'm going to step in. I'm over here hanging out with homeboy. So he got pissed. Now we're all getting loaded. I had a bag of weed in the bathroom. His sister stole it from me and like put it in her bra like thing, you know. And I saw a baggie. I'm looking for my weed and his sister walks by and I see the baggie sticking out. And I grabbed it out. I go, there's my weed. And she's like, oh, you like touching my tit? I didn't get nowhere near nasty ass tit. You've been throwing those things at me for the last year. Wanting nothing to do with them. I grabbed my bag and he's like, well, homeboy, want to try to touch my sister? Making a big deal out of nothing. Mad that I wouldn't fucking rob to connect with them. Being stupid. It's like, what's up, homeboys? Me and him go outside and start fighting. What I didn't know is his cousin cheap shotted me from the side, knocked me out. I thought that my homeboy had knocked me out when we were fighting because I didn't see the punch come. And I literally jumped up and shook his hand. I said, dude, that was a good punch. That was a badass punch. You hit hard. And later these girls who saw the fight said, bro, why did you shake his hand? I said, because I appreciated the punch. They said, no, his cousin fucking knocked you from the side. It's crazy. I had no idea. But anyways, we're fighting out there, all kinds of crazy shit. They even threw a brick through the window. Punk ass motherfuckers. Cops come. Deep. I'm wandering from the cops. I go in the girl's room, whose mobile home it is. She has a big pile of clothes. And I get underneath them. And I'm hiding under these clothes. And I have like a little bit of eye. And I can see cops come in. I can see like flashlights and shit. And I got away. And I came out and I was hanging out with the girl. And she's like, can I get whose house it was? She's like, can you grab me a bottle of water? So I grabbed her a bottle of water. I even opened it for her to be nice. Here you go. She's drinking. She's like, tastes funny. I feel funny. Did you do something to this water? I'm like, what the fuck? Tell my homeboy Aaron, dude, what kind of chick is this, dog? Like, damn, I'm leaving. It's a weird ass fucking pad, dog. Fuck all that. So, yeah. I made her admit that she knew for a fact that I had not put nothing in her water. Because I can get around, bro, make it look bad. People start fucking lies and shit. Crazy. Anyways, Timmy weeps. Ghost stories. Bro, I could do a whole video on ghost stories. Now, there was some kind of weird, this girl I knew played with Ouija boards. And you went there and it's kind of weird. Whatever. My stepbrother had got robbed for an ounce of shit and like $1,000. We went looking for this girl. She was at this house where they used to do all kinds of devil worship. We went there and it was kind of weird. Okay? I could feel something. But nothing like this situation where I'm running from the cops on a bicycle. I end up throwing it down. I end up running and I go into a house that had been burned down and they're trying to build it back up. And I walk in and it's dry, like the concrete's dry, but it smelled wet and moldy. So freaking, it just smelled like wet and heavy. And I was like, oh fuck, I would have to pick a haunted house. I would have to pick where a ghost dwells. And there's all these cops turning down the street and I'm in this house like, damn, I'm hearing click, 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 click. Things moving around. I'm looking in another room. Someone here, someone's here. Definitely someone here. Finally, I couldn't take it. I just felt so much presence and heard so many little noises. I just ran out. And there's a cop going down the street and I grabbed the water hose, acting like I was watering. He didn't even give me a second look. Probably like, oh hell no, I know that house. Fuck that. Then, bro, I ran away. I was like 14 years old. There's 6 of us, runaways, 14, 15, 16 years old. We broke into this like mansion type house. As soon as we got in there, boom, clang, 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 all kinds of stuff banging around. The dudes I were with, a couple of dudes and chicks were laughing. Thought it was funny. People were laughing. I was scared shitless. After a while, they got scared. We all ran upstairs into a big closet to try to hide because we didn't want to go outside. It was cold and it was in December. There was so much activity, you could feel it. It felt like there was 10 people in that fucking house. You could hear shit, almost audible voices banging around. We went and tried to hide in a closet. All 6 of us huddled together, scared. Some of us crying. They were, I wasn't. And our door kept opening. They kept closing the door and it would open. Finally, it opened and something happened to the hinges. They froze. We couldn't close it again. We got it to close about this much, and you can see this table outside the closet sliding around. Most frightening night of my life. And I'll talk about the whole situation. The runaway, what happened then. My fingers got real infected. All my fingernails fell out right after that. Crazy shit. None but almost some respect. Was it good for you? It was good for me. Happy birthday, Jen. I only got 2 bags of the Wired Wolf left. I'm going to clean my room. Tomorrow, it's a mess. I'm literally going to set... Fucking light went off again. Damn it. I'm going to set the camera up and just push record and put my room back together tomorrow. And put the R wall back up. I mean, if you want to watch it, watch it. I mean, I think it might be a little cool. Cut the string and let it fly. Peace. What's up with the light going off?